Did you know your liver enzymes could spike just from heavy lifting? That's why lifters oftentimes freak out when they get their blood results back. It may be what happened to me. Let's take a look at the rest of my blood work.
Don't nobody else make me feel like. Don't nobody else make me feel.
My total testosterone came back at 788 nanograms per deciliter. That's pretty good because that's on the higher end of normal, and this is the main hormone that drives my energy, recovery, and muscle retention. My free testosterone came back at 108 picograms per milliliter, and this is right within range, and so this is the amount of testosterone my body can use, and it's not bound up by proteins. And when I say protein, I mean SHBG, or sex hormone binding globulin. So mine came back at 44 nanomoles per liter, which is right within range. If this number is too high, then my testosterone can't do what it's supposed to do because it's bound up. My estradiol, also known as E2, came back at 32 picograms per milliliter. Estradiol is a form of estrogen, and my number is also within range. So this is important because it helps with joint health as well as cognitive function, and you need a little bit of estrogen even for men. My TSH, or thyroid stimulating hormone, came back at 1.93, which is an excellent number. Shows that my thyroid is working well and my metabolism is also functioning properly. So let's talk about my liver enzymes. They came back slightly elevated. My ALT came back at 69 and my AST came back at 62. And this is probably because I trained really hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I got my blood work Thursday morning. I wouldn't have done that had I known about this, but what happens is when you train, your muscles obviously break down. The liver is what processes this, so that's why those numbers come back higher. It also could be that I take a boatload of supplements, and I cut back on some of the supplements I know that are harmful to the liver, like turmeric is not good if you overdo it, and then also ashwagandha can be harmful to the liver if you overdo it, but I'm not too worried about this, and next time I get blood work, I'll probably take a few days off beforehand, and then might cut back on the supplements like a week before the blood work. My kidney was also all right. My BUN came back at 24, which is on the higher end of normal, but also normal for me because I eat a lot of protein, and I was probably a little bit dehydrated during this blood test. And then my creatinine and eGFR also came back normal, which was surprising because I know I don't drink enough water, but also this goes to show that creatine does not mess with your kidneys. My heart and lipid health also came back excellent. My LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, came back at 57. HDL, my good cholesterol, is 49. That's a strong number. Triglycerides at 96, well under the limit. Total cholesterol 126, clean and ideal. These numbers show that my cardio, diet, and inflammation are in a good place. And then finally, my fasting glucose came back at 90 milligrams per deciliter. This is great because it shows no insulin sensitivity, better for appetite control and fat burning. I'm content with these numbers right now, but it's gonna be pretty cool to see what they look like in 6 months after I'm done cutting. So if you want to see the rest of the journey, follow Rahul Modi Fit to stay locked in.